want to show you how to easily process invoices that have credit card authorizations and also deferred revenue on them using Dynamic GP, using binary stream, and using Nodus technologies for credit card processing. So the scenario is I've got a number of invoices that are coming off my website, and they're for a multi-month maintenance contract. So I want to show you what those look like. I want to show you how to process credit card payments for that, and then show you the deferred revenue for that. So let's take a look at the sales transactions here. This is one of my new sales transactions that's come off my website. It's for a quarterly maintenance subscription. So let's take a look at it a little closer. So if I highlight that line, go to the additional button and look at the recognition schedule, I can see this screen set up by binary stream. It's got the details of the contract here. This is a 3-month contract. It also shows it being prorated over the first and the last month. And you can see the other months there that are also recognized on the schedule. So this is a preview of the schedule. It hasn't been recognized yet. Also, the deferral schedule was assigned to the item. So if I drill back on the item here, I can see where the default template set up for this using the binary stream product is for a 3-month period. Now, what I want to do is I've got all these in a batch here. This is the batch. And what I want to do is then process credit card transactions for these. So let's go over to the Nodus Credit Card Advantage program. So the first thing I want to do is create a batch of credit card payments for those invoices I received off my website. So let's do that. Here's the batch name right here. Selected that. I want to process payments for these 3 invoices. So I'll create those transactions now. So what it's doing is going out and authorizing those transactions and creating the credit card payments in the invoices themselves. Let's redisplay this. Now I've got those there. It's going to process that. It's gone out and authorized that. And you can see the results here. Let's go back and look at that invoice, and we can see that a payment has been processed for this particular invoice. I can drill into that. I can see the payment here. It's got the credit card information. In my setup, Nodus stores the information offsite away from my system. It's PCI compliant, so you don't have to worry about storing those numbers on your own system. So the credit card payment is here and attached to the particular invoice. Then let's just go ahead and post this batch. So at this point, the invoices have been received off my website. The deferral schedules were automatically created by binary stream. I went through the batch process with Nodus credit card processing, had all those payments authorized and set up on the invoices, and then I posted that information. The next step then is to recognize the deferred revenue at periodic times into the future. So I posted these on April 12, 2017. Let's now go ahead and create the revenue recognition entry for June 30th, 2017. So what I want to do then is go into the binary stream product here. So what this process will do is this will create the journal entries to recognize the revenue for these particular schedules attached to these specific invoices. I set a cutoff date as June 30th, 2017. You can see it pulls up quite a few transactions that need to be processed. So I'll just mark them all, and then I'll hit process. So here's the result. It's going to create general ledger transactions that will debit the deferred revenue account and then credit the recognition account. So let's now take a look at those recognition schedules. These are the invoices that have been processed in the system. I can drill down on those. And for this specific invoice, you can see the deferral schedule and those amounts that have been recognized and the ones that have not been recognized. So this shows you a complete process of getting invoices off my website, identifying deferral schedules for the amounts that need to be deferred, and then processing credit card payments for those invoices, posting all that information, and then recognizing the revenue periodically as we move forward. So this is a good example of taking standard GP functionality and adding to that add-in functionality from binary stream and Nodus technologies to have a full solution that will meet your business requirements.